Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today, it's back into the big one, Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our Let's Play against the Soviet AI, and this is a very important turn, a very special turn, because if we can make it past this checkpoint at the end of the turn, from a points perspective, we may be okay. We may actually pull this out. Now that there's a lot of slips that can happen betwixt the cup and the lip, but this is the all important check because this is the easiest one for the Soviets to get, and if they can't get this one, it's going to be a slugfest to the end. Now we did the combat resolution, so we're going to go around and we're going to check out what the map looks like, all the stats, all that kind of stuff, and then start trying to move down the board. I do not think we're going to be moving the air assets on the board this turn. I'll probably do it after this turn, and I'll probably just record that episode. Now, I meant to record an episode yesterday, but then I got the Distant Worlds preview key, and I said, well, I've got to pump out a bunch of videos for that. So I have been playing nonstop Distant Worlds for a couple of days now. It's nice to, that's a great game. I love it, but it's nice to kind of do something else for a moment because I've been head down on that game trying to make those Let's Play tutorials on the fly, right? So, anyway, here we are. Here we are. The most important thing's the Eastern Front, and I do know that. War games will always be the bread and butter of this channel, Gary Grigsby games in particular. But I like a good 4X game from time to time, and when those come out, I will take a little time and make tutorials and talk about those as well. Umonri! Evening to you. Keith Spulker is here. Hello, John Chappell. How are you, my friend? David Bartello, indeed. And that, well, I was going to say Umonri again. I just like that name. Um, Okay, yeah, I was going to say I thought your name looked new to me. Now I'm not saying you've never been here, or but a bit of more of a lurker. Well, welcome. We have a good time on the live streams, that's for sure. Jan can tell you that. And hello, Jan. How are you? Good to see you here on the general staff today. All right, let's get down to the map. Why beat around the bush? We've got a war to win, and it is now March 28th. 1943. This is turn 93, if you can believe it. And let's go to the news events. Okay, Soviet partisans. That's the only one we get this time. And we got to click off that as well. And boom, there goes breaking news. Okay, well, it's set up for some real drama here because if the Soviets take Minsk, Pskov, potentially Lvov, they win. That's it. That's game over. That's sudden death, as they call it. We're in pretty good shape in all three of those places as far as holding on for one more turn, anyway. But they are 16 points away. And if we look at the map info, turn on the victory locations, turn off the error, we see 16 points there. 16 points there. They're not going to get to Riga. They're not going to get to Tallinn. So it's Minsk, it's Pskov, and really the only one that's even remotely possible would be Lvov. Well, I should probably mention Odessa too. Odessa might it may all come down to Odessa, guys. And I'm not talking about in real life right now, even though that may be the case as well. 16 points, 16 points. Okay, well, that's what they need. Sudden victory is 525. Can you imagine if they take one of those on this turn? You may hear words come out of my mouth that'll get your mouth washed out with soap. That's how bad they would be. What do we have coming on? Well, all the Italians took off. Maybe not all of them. There's a few, I think, that stay behind, one or two. But Mussolini has recalled the troops. I can't remember when did Mussolini die in 40? It was late 43. So it is Mussolini calling home the troops. Um, we get a support unit on the map. Okay. We get an infantry division went back into the reserves. We put it there. Construction into the reserves. Okay. Then we get 3 divisions on the map. And as you can see, they are completely, for the most part, rebuilding. This one's probably at like 90 to 95% with the 15,761 men. The other two are almost completely built. The 387th, the 137th, and the 18th. Oh, this is motorized. Okay. 18th motorized come back out. Those are all coming out at Warsaw. I love it. We put this division back into the reserves. We put this division back into the reserves. And a few, well, these are all construction battalions, okay. Then we get the Jaeger division that we pulled out. That's at 13,000. These are those light Jaeger divisions. And we have 3 of them that have now come back on the map this time. We pulled them back out of the reserves. And we got 2nd Panzer Division. All of that is sitting now at Warsaw. You can see we also put the blue infantry back. What about next time? Do we lose some things from the map? We certainly do. The 14th Panzer Corps, the full corps command is going to be gone. We are using that right now, and so we're going to have to make some accommodation for that, certainly. Okay, well, that's good to know. We also have the 389th is going from the map to Western Europe. Boo. We have an infantry division going from the reserves to Western Europe. And we have 16th Panzer, 60th Motorized, and the 654th Panzerjäger all going from the map to Western Europe. And then we have all the whatever was left of the Italians going to Italy. We're losing a lot next turn. Now, we just have to make it to the end of this turn, but that's not entirely true, right? Then we have to make it another 2 years in the war. So we're going to have to figure all of that out. Hey, what's up, M60? You're in all caps, M60, saying Soviet mechanized forces approach Warsaw. I hope you're not talking about in real life. I would have to get off the channel here. Uh, Okay, yeah, they are. They are. Hello there, Dalagen. How are you? Lucas, what's up? Good to see you. I think we're safe too for now, M60. I would agree with that. Um, Mussolini didn't die till 45. Well, I always remember the famous picture of him hanging from the light pole. For some reason, I thought it was late 43 when the capitulation happened. I thought it was before the Allies even landed in Italy. I guess I'm wrong about that. Maybe that's I don't know as much about the Italian theater. I'll just be honest with you. I should read a book about it. I mean, I know probably more than 98% of the population, but probably less than 50 to 70% of you. So we're not the normal population, right? I don't know as much about the Italian theater and Mussolini. I probably should read more about it. Completely for the most part. That is one of my catchphrases, M60. Don't steal it. Please deploy Jaeger divisions on the swamp. I was planning on that, Lucas. Actually, they're going to go up into that Pripyat area where the Hungarians got blown away last time. I think those Jaeger divisions are going to go straight in there. Okay. Um, he got Mussolini's still alive. I saw him working at a gas station in Tupelo, Mississippi. Okay, what happened last time? Friendly losses. We took 12,410, 249 guns, 13 AFVs, 48 aircraft. On the map, we lose 10,000 because we put some back in the reserves. Some of those Italians got pulled back to Italy. 76 guns we lose on the map, just net, right? 205 AFVs we gain on the map as that Panzer division came back on. We gained 3 planes. That's just reinforcement. We didn't move any squads back onto the map. The Soviets gained 5,700 men, another nearly 1,000 artillery, and 630 tanks. They do lose some aircraft on the map. Logistics looking pretty good, all things considered. Not perfect, but good enough. Good enough. Now let's go to strength alerts. It says we've got 2 depleted units, and we got to figure out where they are. They're right here in the middle of the marshes. You can see them in red. We've got a number of orange units, which means they're getting close. They're not looking good. They're unready. And then under strength is in yellow. Well, that's almost the whole damn line, right? So, okay. Let's look at supply alerts. Who's having problems getting supply? It's all kind of up here into the Pripyat marshes. Everybody else, for the most part's okay. Something like that's a one of those garrison. Why can't I think of the name of it? Really, I don't know why. It's a fortified zone. My gosh, what is wrong with me? Distant Worlds 2. I was like, it's a spaceship. No, wrong. Um, under strength. Got some here, got some there. Most of it's all centered here, and most of it's Hungarian, right? Okay. Let's look at the order of battle. 2460 for the Germans, 2.4 million. The Soviets have 5.8 million on the map. We have another 900 or so thousand of our allies. The big differences in guns, but I like to look at this on the charts, so we'll just do that. Okay, let's go to losses. The Soviets are at 10 million and 63,000 men. We're at almost 3.3 million. So it's about 3 to 1 still. That stayed very constant for a long time, about 3 to 1. 52,000 guns for us. This is also 3 to 1, and that stayed very constant for a while. And then this is like 4.5, maybe a little bit more to 1. That again has stayed constant for a very long time. Now through the winter, you're going to kind of hang even through this winter anyway. Through the first winter, if you could stay even, you've really accomplished something, mate. Um, we could look at what we have on the map. I mean, we've got a lot of Panzer 3Js, Panzer 3Gs. I'm sorry, these are the ground losses. Duh. Ground losses. This is what we've lost. We've lost a lot of Panzer 3Js. Cavalry squads, Panzer Grenadier squads, 40s. I don't find this that interesting. That's because it's our losses. That's why I don't like it as much. Production screen. Okay. In the pool, the Germans have 82,000 men. The Hungarians have 118,000. They need every last one of them because those guys just get butchered every time they're on the front, of course, historically as well. Um, I don't know. There you go. I know some of you like this screen quite a bit. Take a peek. There you go. Okay, here we go. Visual learners. Calling all visual learners. 509 for the Soviets for victory points. Again, they take any 16 points and they got us. Losses. Manpower losses. It's kind of, you know, we haven't taken very many losses except for this one turn over the winter. That one hurt a little bit, but it's kind of been constant. It was a little more elevated early winter. Gun losses, same idea. It's kind of stayed the same here for several turns. AFV losses, we keep destroying 5 to 700 tanks every time. Does not matter. Aircraft losses, we put some real hurts on him from time to time. A lot of times the AI will send out unescorted bombers. I mean, luckily for the AI, it doesn't really matter when it comes to the Soviets. Let's look at Mapmen. They're not moving up as fast as they were, but you can see it's still arching higher as they approach 6 million men on the map. We're at 3.36 million, so it's not quite 2 to 1. Look at us go. Way to go, guys. Guns, forget about it. I mean, nobody's ever made artillery pieces faster or received them from the Western powers. Either way, whoop, straight up. Straight up. AFVs, same idea. I mean, we destroy a lot, but then you get boom, something like that. Map aircraft, okay, we've got most of our aircraft back in the reserves. Okay, now the most important map in the game at this point, weather, and it is snow. Heavy snow up here to the north, kind of off the playing surface, and then we've got regular snow all throughout. But if you look back to the west, you can see that mud starting to creep, right? Let's look at the weather air. The weather air. The weather in the air. Okay, it's raining at the start of the turn. It's kind of encircling the playing map. Okay, now let's look at what it is at the end of the turn. No, not another blizzard. This would be what, like the fifth blizzard of the winter. Lovely place to live out here in central Russia. It's good God. Okay, here comes another blizzard late in March. Yuck. Let's hope it rains. Let's hope it rains. Map info. Let's get victory locations off of here. Is there anything else we wanted to look at or needed to look at? We'll go back and look at the reserves because when Sarge gets home from his new job, he will want to check that out. Um, I'm reading these comments about Otto Skorzeny. All the Luftwaffe crop into one division. That could make sense. Yep. Yep. AI producing 2,000 AFVs per month now. We are outgunned, Jan. We are indeed outgunned, my friend. You can see the Minsk bulge. Now we're going to try to get out of here after this turn. We've got to hold a corridor here. Looks like the corridor out to West Berlin in later Cold War times. We've got a corridor out here, though. Just got to hold this one more turn. Then we'll give it to him and say, have a good time. You can manage Minsk. Um, we are eventually going to run some kind of encirclement here. This is the bulge that will become a problem. I think we can contain everything happening in the swamp when we drop back. I hope certainly, but we got a lot of new units on the map. As Lucas said, we'll get these Jaegers out here into the mud and the muck, and we'll hopefully just kind of hold this a little bit. We're holding up in the south. I mean, I'm not saying it's great, but we're holding up at least for now. Let's look at our air units. Again, we're not going to bring those on the map this time because we now have another blizzard on the way. This time it's only snowing, so we could potentially, but the air war is not determining anything right now, certainly in late March. So we've got all of our aircraft. Look, we've got some in Minsk, but if we lose Minsk, it's game over anyway. So it doesn't really matter if they get overrun. I don't think I had any in Brest-Litovsk because I don't really have any aircraft in the center of the map. Down here, we got the KGs, we got the TAC bombers, we got the fighters. Okay, we got more fighters there. Transport group south. I think that all looks fine. Let's run the air. Redheaded stepchild. Uh, Somebody said I didn't say it was a redheaded stepchild. Well, I know, but I think it was said sometime in the chat. And then I was like, I've made 6 tutorials about the air war in this game. It's not like I completely overlook it. I just when I'm playing it, yes, I want to have good ground support. Uh, and we will get our planes out there. So I'll spend that whole episode talking about the air when we do that after this turn. I actually think this turn should go fairly fast. I can hopefully get it done this episode and next. And at the end of next episode, am I going to do that tomorrow? Probably. We'll probably turn the turn. All right, so we got ground support on north, center, south, A, Antonescu. Done. Let's get on the ground. Let's do it. Narvaline, and let's take this off for a second. Let's go to defensive strength. 27. Now, we did get attacked in here last turn. But I had switched these 2 divisions, and I think it's a really good thing I did because this was the strongest one we had on the line. It held. Thank goodness. Lindemann's out here with 8 of 9. He's feeling pretty good. I could put, one of these fortified zones underneath him. Does that take a fortified zone should only really be 1 point, right? And maybe they would get better supply, but I'm not going to do that, actually. They're fine. 1-1-1. They're going straight back to 16th Army. I don't want to overburden him or have any of these divisions take a penalty because Lindemann is controlling or is commanding a fortified zone. Okay, 252nd. Do we have any support units we could put directly into it? Well, we've got a mixed flak. Let's do that. I mean, we need all the help we can get here. So that's got some anti-tank capability. I don't think they really have any tanks here in the north, but okay. The 58th is the one that has the Wallonians. Why don't we put them in that division? What division is that? It's 252nd. So let's get back to their support units. Can I put him directly back in 252nd or over into 252nd? No. I've got to go back up to the core first. Let's do that. I'll put him back up in the core, and that way those guys can go to any of these divisions, including this one if needed. Now that mixed flak gave him an extra combat point on defense. Great. 3-2-1-3-2. I think all of this is fine. I don't think there's anything else to do. I would eventually, when we get everything out of the reserves, like to put one division up here on reserve in one of these fortified zones so it can help anywhere. We're not there yet, certainly. Okay, 16th Army. He's at 28 of 27. Okay. Not a whole lot we can do about that. This is Schöne. Gosh, I kind of wish Scherner was down at the core level. He's such a good general, but that's fine. Lindemann's fine. We come down here. We still have Stemmerman. He's fine. He's got all of the support units he needs. And then we have 23rd Corps, which is still Von Arnhem. And he's been holding on tight. Now, these guys have directly attached units. The Finns do. We know that. Stug, mixed flak. Okay, perfect. So we've got, one support unit attached to each. Could we get another one in there? I don't know. Let's check it out. Now, we've only got that one flak regiment. I'm not going to pull that down here. Everybody looks good in command there. 8 of 9, 9 of 9, back to 16th Army. Now, a lot of this is 18th Army, but 16th holds Pskov. It holds this hex, and then the Narva line. Okay, let's look at this one more time. It's still that Jaeger. I think a human player would have done everything possible to bust through this gap. We would have probably had to move an infantry division or two up here, but now it's in a level 3 fort. It's got pretty damn good defensiveness for just this regiment. It's got 11. It's good enough. He's not been attacking there. Pskov, these guys look fine, right? 86 on the TOE, 83. We've got 86. What else can you do? Yeah, it looks good to me. We've got a field division back here that is under our guy Theobald Lieb. Lieb is at 9 of 9. He should have all of his support units. He does. He's got the nice complement there. Let's see if he could pull anything else. He could. We have other stuff up at OKH, but a lot of it's really in ragtag shape. I got to still look at the reserves. We'll do that in a second. Okay, so Lieb, and also Lieb is okay as a mech general, which is good because he has got a full Panzer division underneath him. But before we get there, let's go on to this stack, and this is 42nd Corps, so that's Stemmerman, and then this is Stemmerman. So both of these stacks are under Stemmerman, but we've also got this SS, the Totenkopf in here, right? So Totenkopf, they're getting good supply out here. He's only at 71 though, right? Attrition, they've been attacked several times. Now it looks like the Soviets don't have much strength up here by Pskov anymore. Is that have they just decided to move around? Maybe. Have they decided to kind of dig in until the mud is over? I don't know, but they don't have a lot of strength here. We could even, potentially attack out of here, but I don't want to weaken anything on this turn, certainly. They're in level 3 forts. That's going to be a tough attack, even when you're facing a 1, right? It'd be nice to bust these away from here, but I don't think we take that risk. Not on this turn, since the test comes after this turn. So Totenkopf is going back to 57th. We know that's under bulk. Another excellent mech general. There he is, Herman Bulk. He's got artillery, he's got mixed flak and light flak, Stugs, Pioneers, Construction, Werfers. He's got it all. He's got the full Monty. He's also got the 13th Panzer Division back here, which is on reserve and has been thrown into battle a few times down here. Now, the AI is stacking kind of right here, right? Now, we do have the Panzer Division. We got a nice strong 45 there in a level 2 fort. It's not bad, but the Soviets have at least 8 divisions right here. Some of these may be corps. I only see divisions on top. Let's see. Okay, these are all rifle divisions. We have a 3rd Guards Airborne and a rifle division. And we have 1st Guards Rifle, 29th Rifle, and 2nd Guards Airborne. Okay, so the Airbornes really come in right here. The hex I worry about is this guy. He's only a 30. He's in a level 2 fort, 333rd ID. Okay, I've got this Luftwaffe Field Division back here that's in actually excellent. I thought it was 45% on the TOE. Well, he's not so good. I've got him just on ready. In case they get a breakthrough here, they would have to use up movement points to get around or through this, and that's why I've got it here. I actually probably want to put, well, I'll leave Lieb on the railroad in case we got to get out of here in a hurry. So we talked about Bulk. He's got the Totenkopf and the Panzer Division there. He's also got 19th Panzer down here, which is also sitting in reserve. He's only got 85 tanks. What has he got? He has got 35 3Ls. He's got 22 of the old Panzerjäger 38Ts. He's got 6 4s and 9 3Ns. Well, it's not terrible. We've certainly seen worse on the map. Okay, sure. This is a problem though right here because if he gangs up on this and breaks through, we got real issues. We can't let him push at all. What is this terrain? Clear? Yeah, okay. Here we've only got about 11,000 men. It's a 44 on the map for defensiveness, but that's not great either. But we do have an infantry division that's coming in hot. And I've gone back and forth about what to do here. And I'm not sure I've decided yet. Now, he can't go a whole long ways if we take him off the train. You can see what his movement would be. He can't even get out on the line in most places. I guess he could here. What do we have here? 377th, that's 8,700 men. See, I was tempted on taking the Panzer Division, stacking here, stacking right behind these guys. That's what I really want to do with these Panzer divisions as I bring this infantry in here, right? So I think actually I will do that. Let's bring this Panzer division. Gosh darn it, that's swamp though. I don't want him in the swamp. This is clear. Maybe that's where I want him. Or do I want him, right up here? So if they break through there, we've got another something in reserve. What is this? Lightwoods, swamp, clear. Well, what is this? Lightwoods? Actually, I'm going to put him right there. He kind of guards against this. He can react to that. He's under bulk, and we'll put him in reserve. Perfect. Okay. So now he's up there. I like to have these reserves back here behind. If you can't tell, we didn't do it the first winter because we couldn't, but that's how I like to structure it. Now then, he could go by train to here. Now that doesn't seem like a whole lot. Okay, that's not very strong, but I'm going to do something here. What's that? 4th Panzer Grenadier Division. Gosh darn, he's got 3,500 troops. That's not good. We've got LAH out here, which is just badass group. Okay, if he goes by train, he gets to here. All right, now let's take him off the train. We can't get there, but we'll try to get something there next time. We can get here. So let's put that infantry there. And then this infantry we could maybe put there. This isn't very strong, right? This Soviet group here. Why don't we do this? Let's put this here. Okay. Let's take this and get it the hell out of here. We'll take it all the way back to Riga and put it on refit. That got hurt last time. It really hurt. So let's put that on refit. And then let's take LAH and back it up. Back that thing up. Let's put it clear, level 1, and let's put him on reserve. All right, so he can help out. He can help out up to 6 away. So I like the looks of that. He's back there. Now then, who is your commander, sir? It is Valor. Nice. Okay, Valor could take him. Lieb is there. Bulk could take. Oh, I see why I didn't do that. I didn't want the mismatch penalty here, so I have not given this Panzer Division to Bulk, even though that's really who it should be with. Um, but I don't want the mismatch penalty. That's 36% off the top, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to give this to 28th Corps for now. 28th Corps. And then I'm going to go to the comments. I'm sure I missed a lively discussion. Oh, that's right, Nord. You are the redheaded stepchild. No, that you said the redheaded stepchild. Ben says, where's the best place to put your construction support units? I'll let the peanut gallery fill you in, Ben. All about construction units. It just depends. It depends what you're trying to accomplish. Of course, they can be in towns. They can, directly be in those. They could be directly in divisions if you want them to. I usually keep them at the core level, but you don't have to. I mean, there's all kinds of places you can put them. But I'll leave that to the general staff. Welcome, Ben. By the way, I'm glad you dropped by. You're a new name to me, at least that I've seen. Hey, Jean, is it Jan van den Born? I think I did that all right. Hi, how are you? I'm glad you dropped by. Hey, Battling Geezer, haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Okay, let's keep going. Von Manstein has 10 of 9. Whenever I say that, I'm talking about the command points. If you're new, when I say 10 of 9, he, as it stands, since they're not an assault army yet, could command up to 9 points. He's commanding 10. That gives it a little bit of a penalty. You try to avoid that, but it's not always possible. It looks like I may have to give up this level 3 fort. I really don't want to. That's not true. That's not true. We'll look at that situation a little closer here in a second. Panzer Grenadiers, got that back there. 18th Army, 27 of 22nd, 2nd Panzer under Guderian. Who's 18th? It's von Kukler. Okay, that's fine. Guderian's at 2nd Panzer. That's fine. We got a lot of good generals up here at the north. I mean, my God, you've got von Manstein, Valor, Balk, von Kukler, Guderian, von Arnhem. The names just go on and on. It's an all-star cast in the North, which is kind of odd, right? I probably would rather have them in the center or the South. That's just kind of how it worked out in this game. 16653. So this is our new unit. It's in there in a level 3 fort. Now then, we've got the command for the Panzer Corps here. I don't really know why I have the command in here. I guess I'm just kind of protecting him. I do think I want to take Das Reich here and try to blow the crap out of this. Now, he cannot do a deliberate attack, but this should be enough, I would think. 13.8. We've only got 13 combat prep points because this was in combat last time. Let's go ahead and hit that and get that blown out of there. And we do that. 236, 11, and 5. The Soviets lost a lot of material there. Excellent. Okay, so that's good. We'll just take those free ones where we get them. Um, this is not a strong unit. It's one of those marine-like units. This is a little stronger, 6 and 20. I could have gone this way and used both, right? That shows me 13 to 20, though. That's not good odds for us, so we're not going to do that. Now, this is the unit I need to get rid of, because if I get rid of this, I can wheel something here, and I can keep this level 3 fort, which, that's a brand new division. We just can't have that get surrounded, obviously. So 345th Motorized is here. We also have, oh gosh, darn it. I think uh, that is not a strong infantry division. That is, these guys are okay in strength. We've got another motorized down here. This infantry's in terrible shape. This should go back to the reserves, but we can't do it yet. Well, let's go right there. And now we can. Transfer unit, Axis reserves. Let's get that out of here because that's not even an effective fighting force. We've got a free Panzer Corps. Well, it's not free. I had to put a couple of things in it, and I actually need to put this infantry in with it as well. I had given it to von Manstein, but that's not where it needs to go. We need to go into 47th Panzer Corps. If you hear a puppy, I have a puppy about. It's okay, Sammy. You're the new. She is the mascot for the channel. I know my wife's trying so hard to keep her quiet. She's just very excited. She's a puppy. That's what puppies do. It's okay. It's okay. Army Group North. We could put. Let's see. What else does Army Group North have? It's got Ninth Army, 18th Army. I mean, could it be up in Riga? It's got a command range of 45. Why I have it this close to the line? We certainly don't need to do that. It could be down here with Army Group Center, but I do want it to be somewhat close to 16th. Let's actually put it up here in Riga. I don't really want it out here. And then let's take 18th Army. No, 2nd Panzer Army. Well, he's probably best here because Bulk would get out of command otherwise. We've got this unit that we put back here. I'm just going to scoot 18th Army up for a turn, and I'll put Army Group North there just because he's got rank, right? He's like, I'm staying in Riga tonight. And Guderian always gets what he wants. Is that true? Not really. Not really, right? 345th Motorized. This motorized is in bad shape. GD. This is the one that Nord yells at me about. 24. Ouch. Well, that almost argues for dropping back a little bit. What do we have here? Swamp. I could go right here on this rail. Can he get there, though? No, he can't. Could he get there if I attack there? Maybe. Let's take this motorized and this motorized and hit there. Even though this motorized in bad shape, and I'll show you why here in a minute. I needed that to move, and we got it to move, and we did some damage. Look at that, 10 to 1, 291 for us, 2961 and 62 guns for the Soviets. But now we can get him out of here. Maybe not quite far enough. What is this? Swamp. I wanted to go right here, but I don't think that's going to work out. I hate to give up that fort level, guys, but I don't see any other choice. We got to pull that back, and then the motorized GD can go sit on top of him. That's fine. And I guess this infantry, 8 of 9, that's Hartmann. Okay. Panzer Corps, that's fine. This all looks fine. This looks okay. We are in the swamp here. Maybe I'll just keep it like that. But I got to get these motorized units out of the line so they can start getting mobile. This is the situation. This is the dreaded situation where your mobile units are sitting on the line in a damn swamp. Let's actually move this motorized back one more and put it on reserve for now. And next turn, maybe we'll send it back to the reserves or something. He's not doing any good out here. I know he was just part of that attack, but that was, because we kind of had to. Let's put the field division, even though it's giving us 3,500 men, let's put it right there. Oh, it's totally unready. Okay, well, let's still leave it right here. I just want him to use up movement points getting past it, although it won't because it's unready. It doesn't have any zone of control, right? So, okay, I mean, we've got a lot of zone of control here. Let's hope that works. There's von Manstein. He's at 8 of 9. Now, okay, so he's moved off. This is all fine. 8 of 9, von Manstein. 8 of 9 now because we gave this to this general here who is von Sanger Unetterlein. He's pretty good. 7 morale, 7 mech. I'll take that, although he's got some infantry too. What was his infantry score? 6. Okay, well, that's not terrible. He's now got 6 of 9. This all looks fine. I don't think I'm going to move this at all. Although I could, actually, I will. I'm going to move this Panzer division. Is this a clear hex? It is. This is a clear hex. It is. Let's go where? Here. And let's put him on reserve. Okay. Um, this is 10th MD. It's not in good shape. We need to get more infantry right here, certainly. But now we've got infantry, infantry, infantry. We need to get this panzer pulled back. But we can't do it with that. I mean, that is some crappy looking infantry. GD will go back to the reserves. This is almost a brand new unit, 335th. I mean, it's not, that good, but it's okay. 85. We've got this motorized right on the line. Don't like that. I guess we could do something with that and put this infantry here. Well, we really need another infantry somewhere right in here, and we could start to space things properly, I would hope. This Panzer Division, though, I like that here on reserve, and I think, well, this is a level 1, clear. I think we can move right here, move up, back up the road, and that gets us every other heck. I don't like that. Wrong. Oh, I should have just hit undo. Oh well, whatever. We, wasted a few movement points and some combat prep. Damn it. Somebody's going to yell at me. I'm not going to look at the comments now. This unit is in terrible shape. 5,300 men. That is not good. You didn't need me to tell you that or a tutorial. Okay. Oh, do we have any infantry over here? Nope, nope, nope. Lots of headquarters. Now, we are going to be falling back here, but that is a problem. We got to go get something to put up there. Well, the light divisions are going into the mud up here, as discussed. And then these are brand new. Rebuilt. Rebuilt. They're not brand new. These are reconstructed. Let's put them on a train. One of them. The 137th. Now he can't quite get off the, well, he can get off the train at Vilnius potentially. Is that true? Yes. Can he move at all? A little bit. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's better than I thought. Okay, he's going to go right up there. Now, 7th Corps, Gustav Fenn will take him. So let's put that in 7th Corps. Done. We really got to drop some of this stuff back because these guys are not going to hold. 6th ID looks terrible. 336 is a little bit better. Now, how far out of here can we get with some of this? Oh, there we go. That's what we needed. Look at that hinge. I love it. We needed that. Dalagen, good night. Well, 5K into heavy woods, fair enough. We are in heavy woods, so yeah. I mean, it's better than the alternative, certainly. I think I'm going to call this an episode. I will be back tomorrow. We will be live streaming, but I'm going to keep cranking out those Distant Worlds videos, just what you guys want to hear. I know all of you guys are hardcore war gamers. And you're like, 4X, come on, man. Uh, there are infantry units in that game, sort of. So anyway, with that game coming out on Thursday, I just need to get those videos made. Um, I'm not retreating from the heavy woods. What? Who's doing that? I am not doing that, Lucas. Hell no. I will be staying in the heavy woods or the swamp everywhere I can. Um, you guys are great. Thank you so much for all the support. The channel's growing 20 or 30 subscribers every damn day. It's amazing. So I really appreciate that. I hope you like the content. It's all about you guys. I just want you to like the games and learn the games, understand the games. So, and you help me with that with all the comments. If anybody's watched the comments of these videos, you'll know more about this game than all but about 100 people on the planet. So, anyway, be good. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll get after it. Down the center and into the south, I don't think we'll have a whole lot to do other than in the Pripyat marshes. We're going to have to iron some of that out, but I'll be ready to go.